I don't see anything at all. Our goal here is to make sure that the customer, all they have to worry about is keeping gas in the car and oil too, and that's how we like it here.
Hi, my name is Roger. I currently work for D&J Auto. Today I'm working on a 1968 bay window bus.
Yeah, whatever he says. I mean, it's a fun job. I love it here. I mean, everyone's very fantastic. It's my passion. I love Volkswagen. So, can't beat it.
Mr. Bubbles with my paper out.
Oh, nice.
And it was kind of was one of those things that I had porched this guy's paper every day.
Sure.
And I said, man, I really want to buy your car. And it was yellow, as a notchback, and the license plate said Mr. Bubbles on it. So I still have the plates. So from there, it just kind of, I kept portioning. And finally, it was a year. It was about almost a year. He goes, you really, I was collecting money. I said, you really want, he goes, you really want this car? I'm like, I really do. And so he sold it with me. It cost me $300.
Wow.
That was my first notchback. Little did I know it had a lot of Bondo and a lot of work. So I ended up selling it, and I ended up getting my mom and dad's car, which I still have to this day. So they bought it in 1966.
And what car was that?
A Bug. I'll show it to you. It's here.
Cool.
What you see here is my assemblers can now work on 3 to 4 cars at a time.
Yep.
So especially we learned this with the pandemic, that parts were getting hard to get. So it was easier for us to open this up so he can, we're at a standing point, jump over here. Standing point, jump, jump, jump. So it's been really, really nice. So it's been a blessing.
And what's the average project? I mean, I know there can't be any, they're not averages, but they're general timelines. When this guy dropped it off, how long ago was that?
I would give you the best case scenario. Say it was just a car coming in for a quick paint job or interior, something really easy. I can get that out in 4 to 6 months.
Okay.
If it's something a little more serious where they're doing brakes, conversion, big motor, big trans, so on and so forth, you could be 6 months to a year, year and a half. And then also the big question mark I tell everybody is, how much rust do you have?
Sure.
And how much
what are we going to find?
Yeah, what are we going to find?
Yeah.
I give them in stages, and then it's like the number 2 stage is rust repair. I have no idea until we open it up and get into it. So.
And panels are relatively easy to come by, or is that?
Right now, I mean, it's great. Okay. Everyone's really putting a good product out there. You've got you guys, you've got Whisper West. I mean, they're good panels. We were getting some of their stuff that didn't quite fit well, and it was really thin. And you're seeing that. It's that company from, not Brazil. There's another company that's making some really good panels too, which is good to see.
Yeah. And you know about all the JP stuff that we have now, right?
Exactly.
So we've got all that depth that might not be, your bread and butter, but we do have a lot that we're offering there.
Oh, you'll see some cars around here with your stuff on it too. So.
Cool. And what I'm hearing is that this is all staying in house. I don't hear this going out to here, going out to there. So
we want to make this a one-stop shop.
Nice.
That was our goal. Is we didn't want the customer to go, okay, go over here and get the motor. Okay, go over here and get the transmission. Go get no. Everything's in house. Over in here again, this is pretty much probably the dirtiest part of the whole shop is the engines. Sure. Of course.
I'd be worried if it wasn't.
Yes, thank you.
Should be tearing some stuff apart.
Exactly.
A little bit of a mess, but yeah, the work area is nice and clean.
Yeah, he's got right now two 2332 and a 2387 he's building.
Can we take the cloak off one?
Oh,
do you mind?
Sure. I don't mind at all.
I see you getting this. Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So yeah, this is actually my good friend Paul. We've been friends. We grew up 18 years old. And he again had some pretty big stuff back in the day, and then you know how it is. We all get pretty busy with things, and so he called me and says, I want to get a Bug again. So here we are.
Full circle.
Well, it really is. It's funny how my friends call me up and go, "You're still doing this," and I'm like, well, yeah, this is what I love. This is my goal. And they're like, man, you're crazy. But then they come in here and they go like, oh, wow.
Now I get it.
Now I get it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that was that one. You could
Who do you guys like for rotating for cranks and con rods and things like that? Who do you go to typically?
As of right now, we've been using DPR. I've been using them since I was, again, built my first motor at 16 years old. But I am leaning, I've just built 2 EMPI ones.
Okay.
And I've been very pleased with it.
Good.
Typically, we're kind of one of those people that we hear something new, we go out and we buy it and we build it ourselves. And
Give it a try.
then we'll put it through the test.
Okay.
And if the test works good, me and him become really good friends.
Okay, I like it.
So
I like it.
you'll see that a lot. So then this is my son's. He's just starting on mock-up of this one here. This is his 2387.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I mean, just purely from a commerce standpoint, there's not a challenge finding pans. You can find them. It's just a question of what kind of condition they're in, and then obviously you're gonna weld in new floors or whatever else to make it solid and give it the integrity that it needs.
Exactly. So actually, once we put it on a jig, we check everything out. Is it straight? If it's straight, perfect. We go from there. We make sure that that's a clean title and so on and so forth.
I like how they're alphabetized. This looks like the bus stack, and then this is the bug stack. Or?
You got your that's a Type 3. You've got a Gia there. You've got a bug. Most of those are bugs.
Okay.
Super Beetle bugs.
Oh, okay.
And the rest here are all bugs here.
Gotcha.
So,
good to keep them organized.
Yes. This is an interesting story. I'll have to tell you later about it.
Well, this is clearly some sort of a military thing, right?
No, it was custom built. A friend from the family who back in the day was more or less a pioneer of the old drag racing back in the late 80s, or maybe early 80s, I should say. And he just gave it to us. So there's a 2,500 horsepower dragster sitting there. Yeah.
Wow.
Blower in it.
Okay.
But it's been sitting for 30 years, roughly. Geez. So we'll have to do a fun time. I know that EMPI is also getting into drag racing. So
we've dabbled.
Yes. So I don't.
I like this whatever sort of ram they built.
Custom built.
That's
very interesting.
Wow. The hobby it's good.
Oh, it's
solid.
very solid. Very solid. I don't see this going away anytime. And you're seeing more and more of the younger generation remembering with their mom and dad wanting to do these things. And you're also seeing the older generation at their point that, hey, I remember, but at the time we all weren't barely making it. Now we're all safe.
A little more comfortable?
Yeah, more comfortable, thank you. And that allows them to have these toys. So that's where we come into play. This is Robert Gore's. Now Parker's. He bought it off of 2275. Obviously JC and EMPI stuff all in there.
Awesome.
Yep.
Have you tried out any of the billet carburetors yet?
I have not. I'm very interested in getting a set. We've got, I believe we're going to be using on Nathan's.
Oh, great.
We'll be calling you for a set for those.
Yeah, we've got them on the shelf, finally.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
JC's assembling those by hand. So it's
awesome.
Somebody could just literally come over and come shopping and say, this is what I want, and I want it to look like this, and then you say,
no problem.
I'll see you shortly.
Exactly. This is Mark's car over here, 1971. Now you might say, hey, where's the vents in the back behind the quarter ones?
Just gonna say that.
I read your mind.
Yeah.
They always seem to rust. Always right here, right? So we decided to fill them in and make it look like the 69
like 70,
up to 70. Yes.
Super nice.
Change the lights up to the 72, and just kind of one of those.
Love the color.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a nice color. The interior looks good too.
Thank you.
This color. I like the. So I kind of get the feeling you just show people swaths of materials and say it could look like this, it could look like that, and
I pretty much listen to what they're looking for, and then I'll give them my opinion.
Yep.
Sometimes my opinion is good, and sometimes my opinion is not so good. See if I can get the motor
off the road for a long time. Oh boy. Oh no.
Yeah, it's in there for a while.
Oof.
Yeah. Oh my. So this will be
Is that
fun.
the bag of weeds insulation kind of a thing?
Exactly,
Or-
exactly.
Okay. I've heard of that. I've never had to do it, but I've heard of it.
Exactly.
Wow. Oh my
So
God.
this will be really fun. The customers really
Crazy.
yeah, well, you know, they